Sunday Divine Comedy Tarot reading. This is the book. Here we are. Welcome. Who is here? Gert say happy birthday, sister. Yes, thank you. I'm a little bit later doing this tarot reading because I have been out celebrating my birthday. So anybody not knowing this is, I'm gonna repeat it. I'm Gemini and this is my birthday and I was indeed doing fun stuff. Eric Dennis, hello, yes, welcome. And this, of course, let's see what is coming for the autumn, but now we are going for the last chapter. So today, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, and this inspired me to make a drawing for each of these chapters. So you are seeing now in front of you, the first pile is a Gemini twins legend or myth from Greek, Castor and Pollux, and this will be the pile number 1. Yes, Francis, hey, God bless you. Good. I have my crew here, everybody. Let's celebrate. Stay happy, always healthy. Yes, I will. I was today enjoying my friends came to celebrate me. I have like a, yes, a lot of nice kids around. I have a son and he has friends. But anyway, like I had this very kid program, but also I'm having nice moments with a friend. So yeah, also it included 1 Belgian beer. What has to be in Belgium when you're in Belgium? Good birthday is with at least 1 Belgian beer, I would say. Anyway, I'm not a drinker, but for my birthday at least, I can have one. But yes, I'm never drinking when I'm reading. Who knows how merry I'm here, but that was already a long time ago. Anyway, this is the first pile. I was today, this week busy. So I was painting these things related to the Divine Comedy because this is mentioned in the chapter 22 actually. But this will be for 22. So let's introduce first these drawings. Chapter 23, I will read these chapters in the pile. So now in this reading, I'm not reading in the first, I'm reading in the pile. Pile number 2, there is this Mother Maria. I was a little bit doing a lot of these faces until I was happy of the expression, but here is the baby Jesus and Maria. And pile number 3 is Orpheus and Eurydice, and this is also Greek myth. So this is pile number 3. But these are my drawings, and let's put them back here. You can look them when it's time. And otherwise, let's say what else is going today. We are gonna do today these piles, but there will be this kind of tarot spread called Doors of Wisdom, and it will be actually not tarot. It's oracle card. Is this alchemy card? So I will have tarot card here. Yes, with the tarot cards we shift the devil to magician. We look what is in each pile the devil energy. What could be this kind of shadow work related energy that then has to be shifted to the magician. So we are looking that. And then in the nature of getting the active magician activated, we go through the doors of wisdom, because magician always heals and deals with knowledge. So I felt like we go first looking this also including some already pre-selected cards for masculine and feminine. So there's a relationship aspect. Then who knows what is the devil showing up? Is it related to the relationship or individual devil? What is it? I'm gonna interpret these cards. But here we have a little bit relationship too. And those cards are from Psychic Tarot of the Heart, for the masculine, and for the feminine we go really witchy to start the summer with this Witch's Oracle, and this is the feminine card here. This is already here. Let's introduce more of the piles, but welcome everybody. I'm glad to have you all here. Already 12 people looking live. Anyway, I'm already 47 years old. Oh, it's a lot life. But anyway, pile number 1. This is now your selection points. This idea here is, this is showing somehow the devil that we have to shift to the magician. So this is already the first first like there's something to do maybe with the money because Ace of Pentacle. But anyway, this is the Guild of Mannequin Piece of Gramont. Is the devil here. And yes, then this is the rune then to be tuned in is Sowilo. Maybe this is something here also. Somebody's intuitive now can use the intuition to see what is your pile, which is the drawing, which is the devil. I mean, this can be also devil. Certain stories are also ending to tragedy. I'm not always so happy, but actually they all. There is a lot of happiness, but there is also darkness because, you know, Jesus died also on the cross. Even there was this happy, joy start. We all have our issues. Whatever is our path. Anyway, pile number 1 is solar plexus chakra, and then this is the drawing. Pile number 2, mannequin P card, is this military French legionnaire 7 of Pentacle. We have Isa as a rune and heart chakra crystal. Then we have pile number 3. We have, this was already last week. Interestingly, I don't know how it shows in your life, these energies, but particularly in my life, this week was a lot of things related to water. So it was kind of nice, predictive to see this. And this is again here. So here we have Royal Belgian Raw Federation, 3 of Sword. And then Laguz is the rune. And then we have a 3rd eye chakra. So these were the drawings again to select. Pile number 1. Is, and then this Divine Comedy is Divine Comedy 22, Divine Comedy 23 is pile number 2, and Divine Comedy 24 is this Orpheus and Eurydice. So here we go, we start. And I have some reading life card, of course. I pull Emotional Landscape on 1 Koch paintings. I pull some Verify card of this mini tarot. And last week I really was sick. I forgot, like I was so like, you know, not feeling the best. So then of course I'm not remembering everything. So this heart box I used only for the pile number 1. Interestingly, we were predicting next 2.5 years and only the pile number 1 got the love messages while the other piles didn't. So who knows what is that meaning there, but now I try to promise to pull for everybody. And again, there is an option in the end of this reading that I'm gonna get a free live question also from the audience. So let's go. This is a big reading to make. I'm making 3 chapters in 1, and it's my birthday also. So I'm glad to have all these people here to have a little celebration. Okay, let's put this aside. My chair is making a little bit noise here, but it's part of the atmosphere, isn't it? Should oil my chair for the next autumn. I'm not gonna completely disappear. I just want to understand what kind of readings I wanna make, because this book thing was like kind of like my past years have been busy with this book, so it gave me always a structure, but now I have to see what is the commitment I'm gonna make a part of those horoscope readings. And I already, if somebody has noticed, I already decided to shift it so that there is only 1 horoscope reading per month, because it takes a lot of my energy, and sometimes indeed if I'm sick I really don't have then any energy, and so once in a month, that's good for me. So we are gonna have this full moon reading. I'm doing it about 9th and 10th of June. And now the Gemini energy here, I didn't celebrate so much Geminis now, unfortunately. Usually I always do like a special reading for Gemini, but let's say this is for any Gemini. There will be a knowledge even in this reading about something about Gemini, especially in this pile. So if you're Gemini, the pile number 1 might be for you. We start with that. Castor and Pollux. So, can you maybe we keep it here is better like this. So we first, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna read you the Sowilo rune. this very sunny rune. It's connected to air, very Gemini energy as well. Symbol is sun and feminine. Interpretation: health, honor, resources, victory, wholeness, purification, sun, life, force, care. And sunflowers are also connected to an animal, falcon, golden pheasant. Then tarot is connected to the sun and the strength card. Astrology: sun in Leo, moon in the 5th house, and sun and a Leo. Sowilo embodies the pure power of the sun. In most religions, the sun is revered as the most sacred thing because only its light and warmth makes life in the world possible. Nothing is like it. It stands at the highest point of all. And indeed, now the sun is in Gemini. And interestingly, I'm already going to say before I read this chapter, Dante is born under the Gemini sign. So actually Dante's birthday has already been, according to people, what they know. So we're gonna find it out when this is Dante's birthday in this reading soon, but Dante is also Gemini. This is interesting to know because I'm a Gemini. I'm reading a book made of Gemini, and we are entering to this chapter of the Gemini in the Gemini season. What a coincidence. I'm really finding synchronicities here. So anyway, the Sowilo more is solar energy and represents vitality, the will, victory, and hope. She is the ruler of the day and night, and the harvest depends on her. Spiritual growth is imminent if you see the Sowilo. And the Germanic people saw in sun or soul all the feminine qualities, such as nurturing healthy growth. To this day, the dictum, all good things come from above, is still true. Sowilo can be like a striking lightning bolt of extreme power. The rune shows you the right way to the highest good, God, the victory. Sowilo, yes, there are alternate names of this, but this is this. I like it also because my name starts with S also, Silva. Here we have the S pile and the Gemini pile. I think, yes, I might actually pick this, but we will see what comes. This is also solar chakra, sun energy, very aligned. When I'm pulling these runes, I'm pointing this crystal to this back of these runes, and eyes closed, I pull it. So it's just so fittingly, these both are solar energies, and currently the sun is in Gemini. Let's see the masculine card. We have here, okay, shine, also the sun card. Very similar energy as well. So there is this even this whole Sowilo is talking about how this was actually very feminine sun. Here we have indeed feminine person shining. So this is kind of creator, feminine creator energy is here, but this is the happiest card tarot. We're gonna read soon. This will be your divine masculine, and now we see the divine feminine. This can be even inside of you. We are now dealing with the devil and magician. We all have our light and a dark. So same, we all have our like a masculine and feminine traits. You one person, this might be the polar opposites you are attracting in the world. So if you have the masculine sun, what is your feminine? It is a little bit moonlight and 5 spiral, but it's attraction. There is a big attraction between the moon and the sun. How fittingly. Cool. This is the divine couple. So we're gonna read next. Maybe, yes, okay. This is such an advice card. I'm actually skipping. I'm gonna read this in the end. I think this is, for now, I'm much more eager to start looking the devil and magician, and then we go around everything, because we have the love cards here, we have all these things. So I think this reading is now rather, I'm gonna start it with the Dante card. Yes, this first. This is the first. With these new spreads, I'm sometimes a little bit lost, but I do try to make a sense of this reading, that this comes in order. So first, the Castor and Pollux story. The long look back. The 7th heaven of Saturn, we are still in the Divine Comedy 22 in Saturn, in the 7th heaven. The seventh heaven of Saturn focus on great saints and founders of religious orders who were very active and active while alive. In Paradiso 21, we met Saint Peter Damian. Paradiso 22 features an encounter with Saint Benedict, founder of the Benedictine order, who died in 543. The affection of Saint Benedict is such as to open up the pilgrim's confidence like a rose that is opened by the warmth of the sun. Very fitting again to all this sun. So even in this text, the Dante is opening like a golden rose in the warmth of the sun. How fittingly, because abundance is all about this kind of heart power. Here we have it also. Then Dante tells Benedict that he wants to see him with his free face unveiled, in other words, in his human body rather than as a living light. Benedict tells him that this wish will be granted to him when he reaches the final sphere of heaven, the Empyrean. The poet prays to his natal stars Gemini for strength, where he refers to his birth as the moment when he first felt the Tuscan air. Dante tells us that his date of birth falls in the sign of Gemini. The exact date is believed to be possible 27th of May 1265. Because Dante is so near the end of his journey, Beatrice instructs the pilgrim to look back. Like Orpheus, he looks back, but unlike Orpheus, he does so in order to prepare his vision for the ultimate sight. The passage at the end of Paradise 22 details the pilgrim's gaze down through the 7 planetary heavens all the way to the earth. I mean, this is not mentioned this exact way, but there was a reference to the Castor and Pollux when he talks about the Gemini, so I draw this one. But it is interesting fact that when I was writing this, I felt like even this way, like there is this dual energy. Like even in the Castor and Pollux, the other brother is immortal and other brother is mortal. And I'm Gemini, I'm alive, and Dante is dead. So it's almost like Dante here leading us, the dead brother. It's like, it's still here. Like sometimes indeed, it's such an amazing thing when you are author and a writer. I mean, I had here a Gert commenting something. He's also a writer. So you can really leave a legacy with your words. Even you're not here anymore, your words will be centuries to come present. And you will be still heard. Anyway, this is interesting start for this reading. Here I think there is such a something to deal with abundance, that this devil to magician is maybe something to deal with that abundance. How do you deal with this kind of very divine power that is the sun? This is like a usually in the tarot you see like a seed, like a beginning of something new, even unexpected help. And this divine couple is really like a moon and the sun, like a totally polar opposite. It's a huge attraction. There could be something. This indicates me already something about abundance here. How do you appearance your abundance? What is the devil messing you up with that? But we're gonna see it now. We start. So I have written this kind of text to help me to this. I was publishing this kind of thing you're gonna do at home. But the devil is unconscious mind. It's really like in tarot, the moon is that hidden secret unconscious subconscious mind. You have this conscious mind, unconscious mind. It's almost like this moon, of course, is yin and the masculine is yang. This can be really the feeling with your body, while this is much more like a mental with your head. So what we have here now, the unconscious mind, we are going to see the devil, the part of ourselves that we try to hide, the unconscious desires
and fears that hold us back. The devil is warning that we need to confront our demons and the aspect of our lives that we try to hide. Okay, what is your temptation, addiction, materialism, and the shadow side of your nature? Now we see pile number 1. Seagull came here. It's like flying. Okay, shadow side of your nature. What is that? Okay, we got 2 cards. Now we go to the magician. We are shifting this. Where is that? Here. Shifting the magician, the conscious mind. The power comes from within. Is the wisdom magician. What is your new beginning, creativity, and personal power? This is already showing really like a new investment, new beginning. So this is definitely the attitude that you should not dwell in the past. You should have something new. But your personal power, now we see. But this is now shifting. This energy. Devil. Okay. A lot of cups, a lot of feelings. We get 3 of cups. Celebration with the friends. So party with the friends. Having a birthday reading here, but like something is this with the friends now. 3 of cups. Can be relations with other people also. Then 6 of cups. They had to come together for some reason to tell like there is some nostalgic tendencies. Possibly that the innocence is lost. There is this happiness in the past. That is, of course, I already said, like you should look forward, not to dwell in the past. These kind of feelings, indeed, they can get trapped in the past. Something in this pile is now that there is some childhood memories and the lost friends, and this is the shadow side, the lost friendships. Like some kind of connections that can be very innocent because there is this positivare in Finnish is like the name, but it of course means positive, also positive, but positive, playing these happy songs with a monkey for the kids on the street. But really something like a lost innocence is to deal with this devil. Okay. Shifting to the magician, what is now that personal power? Wow, moon. So we had the moon or in the feminine side. So in your pile, even the sun is so evident. It's like on your face, like you are like blinded by the lights almost. Like, wow, I am the happiest, I'm the luckiest, whatever. But this light, I'm gonna read soon. It's still, the magician is happening in the mystery. Is this mystic person? This is the power. And truth is, I'm always using this Mary Mort book. Is it like somewhere here now? No. All these female dark goddesses, like there is a lot of wisdom and power in the shadows that we are not using all this subconscious mind. I'm always trying to tap into the shadow. I'm shadow sister. So interesting, by number 1, your power is the shadow. Your power is this subconscious mind. And now, indeed, you should focus a lot because there is this all this sun energy. You are blinded by the light. You don't understand the spiral here. This is your secret power, actually. Your mind get tangled with kind of memories and stuff that you are knowing, friendships or whatever. You're rationalizing this stuff possibly, but it's very emotional thing, and emotions are having this kind of axis sometimes, like a joy and sadness, for example, and this can be indeed, you get tapped to this kind of lost things that makes you sad or whatever. It can become anyway you're consciously addressing those feelings, that you're conscious about them, brings you power as a magician. So it can be your strength to understand what's happening in the shadow, not to like avoid it. Interesting. Moon. going to the moon. Wow. Full moon. Of course, this is if there is somebody scared this year, like if anybody's Cancer, that is a ruling planet of Cancer. Some signs are ruled by moon. Like this moon energy is very cyclical, very powerful, like emotional power. And any artist use emotions as a fuel, because like we are like whatever music you listen, this is a powerful emotion. Art, some people might get some emotion even looking this picture. Art is full of emotion. This is your personal power to somehow tap into those kind of secrets what run our life. Emotions and hidden secrets, mystic stuff. Okay, let's go forward. We have still the doors of wisdom. We're gonna go now to the doors of wisdom with this knowing that this is your magician. We are opening the doors now, knowing this. Okay. Still leave this to the last. And maybe this is a moment before we open these doors. I'm gonna put a little bit the emotional landscape here, because this was the couple dynamic. Pransarma, my result will soon be revealed mid-June. Yes, yeah, happy new age. Like this is, things are changing. But yeah, this pile is really telling you like, it's good to keep something hidden. Feminine energy is really this kind of nurturing energy where you are cultivating things in the darkness, but things are still growing. It doesn't mean that things are like completely dead. Things are happening there, but they are just kept more in the this kind of darkness. Like the seed also start its like a growing path in the dark, not in the light. So also this seed, when it starts to take form, it's starting in the dark. And also in the mother's womb, same thing. Things are growing here. It's like feminine energy, and that is your magician power. Like you can indeed keep things secret before they are ready to the daylight. Even you think this is immediately like a let's say like a, oh, I'm a light being, I'm a light worker, whatever, shining. There is that hidden power of yours is the dark. Okay, emotional landscape. See? Ui. Okay, this one won't come like that. Oh, there's so many paintings. Let's show these paintings. There's again like sun, this here. Authentic. Being authentic is part of this journey. Then we have here blooming, very summer-like. We have here, what is this? Some kind of forest. And strong-willed. Very much the willpower is key function of this hero's journey in this crystal. How with your willpower, very solar power is willpower, actually, very masculine power, of course. Hot love. Sun again. Hot. Trust in God, very godly energy. Even sun is completely that energy too. And pure heart. Wow, that's also kind of coming from here. Like, wow, nice. So now we go to the doors. This can be long reading, as already 28 minutes. Yes, we like pass, we like get to university, ask Prasan Sharma. I'm gonna do now these readings, and again, you have to be patient. In the end, I do take questions then. So we are going to doors of wisdom, knowing that your magician is this moon card. Major Arcana card, very sacred space. Being mystic is the way to go. And here the first card of this alchemy card will be the door of initiation. This is the first step to take. It must be done before anything else, even if you would rather avoid it. This card may remind you of a person, a situation, a memory, or a dream. Oh my God. So we are gonna have 4 cards. This is really this kind of magician. Related magician operates always with 4 aces. We have a 1 ace on the table. Seed. So let's say this could be that seed even here.
Next one is the door of fortune. This is door you will then be let into. Here you will find a new fortune, interest, or boon. Okay, let me focus on this moon card also. This is interesting that there is the horse chariot here and these two horses riding. This horse thing is repeating as well. Let's see this. Then it's a bit long reading, but the next one is the door of resistance. This is a new depth. Okay, let's take this up. Okay, I'm reading this from here. This spread is coming directly from this one. The door of resistance. This is a new depth that will challenge your ego and your willingness to continue. This is ultimately why you may hesitate to take the step card 1 requires. It's got back to you that you might start hesitating when you get that. And the 4, the door of destination. This is a vision of the future possibility. It may be hard to relate to this card now, but eventually as you take the steps towards it, more will come into focus. For now it remains elusive, waiting for you. Okay, it gave 2. Interesting, it gave 2 doors. Somebody having hard to choose. I mean, kind of, it makes sense because we have a Gemini energy here and they have 2 doors, like both of these riders have a door to go. Then you have a choice possible. Anyway, let's see now. I need to put this somewhere. Where can I put this? Let's put this. Okay. Here. Okay. So we have now invitation. Gold. Wow. Very connected to, we had already here very much like a gold coin here. So similar thing is repeating. This is your initiation. First step to take. It must be done before anything else, even if you would rather avoid it. So it reminds you of a person, a situation, a memory, of dream. Yes, to have gold. Let's see how many cards we actually read, because it's very clear. Have money, have possible to invest. The door of fortune, number 2. This is the door you will then be let into. Wow, conjunction. This is very high energy. I think this is one of the last cards of this whole deck. Wow, this is like immediately like eternity, like a stuff like when you have the money, you're good to go. But this definitely will read. This is totally magician energy, because magician has the Ouroboros, this kind of snake that eats tail, and this is like, wow. You are here, you will find a new fortune, interest, or boon, and it's this kind of amazing stuff. The door of resistance, and now you will have a resistance related to this first card. This is a new depth that will challenge your ego and your willingness to continue. This is ultimately why you may hesitate to take the step card 1 requires. Breathe. Wow. Whatever that means, you can find out. And now we got these 2 doors of destination. You got 2. This is a vision of the future possibility. It may be hard to relate to this card now, and eventually you have to take the steps towards it. But it comes more in focus. It's waiting for you. So we have a calcification, very promising, like this kind of fire initiation. Something is happening. And the mystical sister. Wow. So this is total confirmation. We are talking about the mystic here. You are called, if you took this part, like I already said, like I would even pick this pile most likely because of these horses. Here we are. This is totally for a person like me. Shadow sister born in the 1st of June. Mystical sister. This is like a mystic person here. That's your secret power, and that's where you're going to. Wow. The moon energy is completely here. So out of these cards, I think the gold is very clear. It's really maybe some keywords. It's gonna be very long reading. 20, is it 26?
This is the first step on your doors of wisdom going forward as a magician. Illumination, splendor, culmination. Maybe I read this all because this is where you start. The alchemist gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as a gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence, among countless other names. For our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. Again, this is really the mystic doors now here. Mystical essence of yourself as an alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant. Here we have totally this alchemist going on. But then you should understand this is actually the real source, the darkness. How would you recognize it? Soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. Look, I'm pulling this card live here, and we have all the time sun reference here. Now it's sun in Gemini. This is totally like a confirmation. This sun thing is even here. The spiritual growth is imminent when you see this. You should tap in your personal power now. Now is the moment. Clearly. It's not yesterday, it's now. So it's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it, get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemist to lose their way. Reverence is the key. Yes, this was a little bit the devil card indeed. I was already pulling this card thingy like there we see the devil. A person thinking the gold only as a material is the devil in this story. You might be fooled by this gold to be actually material gold. But no, it's within yourself. It's inside gold. It's gold and a heart. That we are talking about is totally the pure heart is here even. That's what you should understand now. And you could read the Robert Frost poem, Nothing Gold Can Stay, and to ponder every path as a noble path. And your gold may be entirely different from someone else's. It is important for the alchemist to respect their own unique journey toward a righteous and resplendent goal. We were starting from this door, so it's perfectly making sense that your journey is yours. You should not compare to others, but still you have a very powerful cards here. You pick this one. Okay. Next, definitely we're gonna open this door and I'm gonna read it. I mean, we opened them all, but I don't know if I read all of them, but looks like they are very interesting cards. I have to. This is like the last card on this deck. 71. So, to remind you again what was we are talking about here. Repeat this, somebody wanna remember. So, this is your fortune. The door of fortune, this is the door you will then be led to. You find a fortune, interest or boon. That is the amazing card. Love, divine union, infinity. Conjuncture is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Here we have a sun and a moon already on the table. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of the color. Unlike coagulation, and here we have a coagulation as your end result. No, coagulation. I mistake. It was in the last reading. This card was there, but it's
this kind of germinating the seed. Anyway, unlike the coagulation, conjunctio represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing conjunctio is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with human, nature, or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. Yes, this is. Do I have the Gemini box? Yes, I have. Here we have a completely Gemini stuff. Masculine and feminine cards on the table, and then the higher self. This is talking about that. You are completely having a chance to arise to the next level, like this kind of higher consciousness with a magician. But you have to embrace both sides. You cannot be oblo, like Italian words say, one eye person. Just focus on the light. Both has to be there, united, like these twins. They both have their strength. They are stronger together, let's say. This is the message of this reading. You are stronger when you embrace all parts of yourself. Or in this relationship, you let the other person be dark, you let the other person be light. You are balancing these two like a two powerful force that then makes something bigger together as a dream team. And one was mortal and one was immortal. That was also here. Okay, next we go is the door of resistance. So this breath here might be your issue. Is it like you're not able to breathe well? What is it? Okay, I don't want to laugh about this, but something about the breath is now obstacle. Is it bad air where you are, or what is going on? You need good air. Inspiration, presence, life force. This could become like an obstacle, a resistance. There is no more direct way to practice alchemy than to study pneuma. We all have access to the mystical phenomenon known as the breath. It occurs at every moment. Yeah, it's often said like the body is filled with spirit, and the spirit is the breath. So have you realized, like when you are breathing and doing any kind of breath work, this is, you are like, the spirit is active. So often is this saying like you have to calm, like a meditation, you have to connect to your breath, this breath is something that you should now master, because this can block you to be this master mystic. So it occurs at every moment. This is like automatic indeed, like we are breathing automatically, gracing us with the gift of existence upon the physical plane. If alchemy, as it's suggested in this book, is the merging of physical and mystical, then this card serves as our ever-reliant bridge. It is the magical within us, the expanding and generating life force that animates our life. This card may appear simple, but it's not. No matter how advanced you are in studying the breath, if you heed the message of this card, you will find it has more to teach. Bow to it at this very moment, and you will discover the work revitalizes itself. New space opens. Pneuma is your lifelong alchemical ally, stating its love with every inhale and exhale. Go deeper, take one deep, full breath. And to ponder the first breath. Indeed, like when you're first born into this world, it's also like you start breathing. This is like a miracle. Those things, it's very connected to, looks like your mystical journey as like alchemist and a magician. You have to understand the power of the breath. Yes. This is the obstacle here if you don't. It is no coincidence that nearly every spiritual and mystical lineage bows to the breath. Via observation of it, meditation, breath techniques, pranayama or chanting or song. Yeah, it's important even singing to understand how you breathe. song is even... And this is a beautiful thing. I've been a teacher, and I learned this very beautiful thing. Like, of course, kids should sing together because then their hearts beat in unison. So why don't we also, as adults, why don't we sing more together? Because it is, our hearts start to beat in the same rhythm. It's like studied. Like, kids are calming when they sing together because they are grouping together more. It's like a grouping exercise even. So as a human being, we should just sing together more. And that's to connect to the breath even. Very, very like a spiritual stuff to do as well. I end up reading all these cards because they're super interesting. The pure heart is here also. Wow. I think this calcification I've read several times, but this is now your last. You got 2 cards. You got the mystical sister and that. Let's see what can I read from that. But it's a very powerful energies here for sure. This is your destination, those things. As being alchemist and magician is your destination, the door of destination. These are 2 doors of destination. Calcification we read first, and the mystical sister. So, vision of the future possibility, and can be hard to relate now, but eventually when you take steps towards it, you start to understand. So this beautiful candle flame is heat, fire, and desire. Calcination is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcination begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into the robust flame. On a physical level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if the heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcination is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. Wow, your destination is this kind of phoenix kind of essence. But when I did this kind of Scorpio spread, there was also this kind of stage of Scorpio is like the Scorpio, Eagle, and Phoenix, and there was also the final stage. And now your destination to be this kind of firebird that rises from the ashes. Whatever is your hardship, whatever is this darkness, because you're operating with the darkness, you are rising from those ashes. Wow. And extreme willpower, I would say, is also a way to go here, like not giving up. It's like you keep going. But there is desire. This is indeed human desire is a big power. And the second door is the mystical sister. Interesting card as well. Very, very interesting. Yes, 50. Who knows? In 3 years, I will be celebrating my 50th birthday. It's hard to imagine now, but who knows? This is my destination, to be 50. But this is the number 50 and mystical sister. Sacred Ali, Anima, Outreach. Wow, we got this Anima even here, which is the masculine female side. And we were just finding out that is your magician even. And it's somehow here. Okay. Just when you thought you could traverse the alchemical path by yourself, sorrow mystica appears. This card indicates a dear friend or sacred ally holds you in their heart at this very moment. With their support, you are able to do what you cannot do yourself. Between you exists an alchemical pact based on the ingredients of respect, honesty, and unconditional love. It's as if you've known each other for many lifetimes. You may have shared an experience from which you are always bonded. This archetype may come in any gender, age, or form. One distinct characteristic of Sorrow Mystica is that they practice the art of witnessing and listening. They have no need to judge, fix, or give advice. Presence is enough.
When this card appears, tend to the flame of friendship. Be a mystical sister to another. To ponder those who have helped you. Wow. This is amazing card to have as a destination. To be listening more others and witnessing. Really, this sacred space come true. This sacred space is your superpower. You should always remember now that this is in this pile is like me giving this reading. Indeed, is a sacred space that things can happen there in this kind of warm, kind of like safe, dark place. So that is the magician here. Okay, now we're gonna go a little bit of this advice. So let's see immediately. Let's start from the light. The light was so much shining here that let's see the masculine shining 19. What is the message? In this reading, you were really asked to understand that dark side as a power. Believe, realize, harness, enthusiasm, potential, breakthrough. This card symbolizes, oh, there's a fly here. This card symbolizes the positive and powerful energy that now surrounds you. By embracing this energy, you can improve current relationships and draw new ones to you. See yourself in a glowing orb of brilliant golden light. Believe in the power of the light to infuse your relationships with enthusiasm, life, and greater love and understanding. See it moving outward, surrounding all of the people you know and filling them with joy and hope. Visualization can be quite powerful, so use it to magnetize and attract what you want in your life. It is also time for you to let your own light shine. You are an amazing being. You are magnificent. Realizing and believing this is the key to unlocking your personal potential. Be confident in your dealings with others. Use your talents to point relationships in positive, empowering directions. Letting your own light shine will act as a beacon to attract others to you, people of like mind and similar vibration. It will also encourage others to let their own light shine. Harness the amazing energy surrounding you and shining from within you. Use this energy to break through any obstructions that stand in the way of complete happiness. Know that you deserve the best. People are attracted to you when you are joyful, enthusiastic, and confident. Radiate these qualities into the world and see what beautiful things you attract. An affirmation. I shine my light out into the world and joyfully attract all that I desire. Sunshine. But now we got to this feminine energy. Evan's pointed here, the masculine should know their anima. It's a secret power and embrace and integrate it. This 5 is something. You should pay attention. Vibration is formative ethers, attraction, release, and movement. Throughout time, the spiral has been a universal symbol of energy. Moving either clockwise or anti-clockwise, the spiral pattern indicates the attraction or release of life energies. Pattern indicates the attraction, life energies. Present on megalithic monuments across the globe, the spiral holds geometric secrets of creation. Really, the sun energy is very creative energy as well. The dance of spiral is symbolic of life and death. That's also a polar opposite, actually. Then spiral indicates that this is a time to draw towards you what you need in order to progress your position in life. You may have to release something for this to happen. By letting go, you create a space within that automatically calls to be filled. This vacuum can contain any kind of energy, so be aware of how you feel it. Treat life as a dance at the moment, a combination of growth and rest, and see it as all as cosmic wheel of your evolution. Try not to reject those things you need but may not want, and those you want but may not need. You are attracting attention. And change is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is very positive reading. We're gonna verify a little bit here now. Now, before we go to this love message between this couple, and some current feelings of a person. I'm gonna verify with this mini tarot a little bit here. We had now this showing your magician as the moon card. Now tell me a little bit more about that magician. We see the path. It's very, very beautiful, powerful. I want to see more about the moon. What is it? Wow, star. Not just the moon, but the star. That's the previous card. To remember this kind of dreaming power. Part of the moon, of course, is kind of looking the moon and dream, but this is a dreaming and healing. This is completely this kind of having a bigger dream for the whole society. So it's part of this. Here they are, of course, working hard on the field, but this is a star card. Wow, beautiful. And of course, sun is also a star. So not to forget that this is our star. But that is the sun kind of card again here. Wow. What else? Okay, let's see this feminine and masculine, these people in this possible divine union, who they are. Show me who these people are. What is now to need to know? These two. Okay, 15. Devil. Devil card is this darkness. Wow, like you are, when I was pointing now that how you shift the devil to magician, we got the moon card. Then we here have the spiral. It was almost like saying like, look, but this is devil too. This attraction. So it is a huge desire with devil. Of course, devil is a card in tarot is the career Capricorn card. So there is this huge drive to do something. And this person here, this moon person here, is a very career oriented. That devil could be that. Of course, they might be very like driven by desires. Maybe these are the two people here even, because this was a desire card and this was something else. Like, who knows? They come together like this in the end of the doors, carrying the energies. Okay, here we have a lot of cards. Okay. Yes, it's 10 of Cups. So this is a person who wants to be married and committal and really this kind of like a holy union, like this is like a whole and complete, let's say itself, like a 10 of Cups is totally this kind of rainbow moment. But they are full of love. This person, of course, the heart is open. Pure heart was also already here. Very loving person. But there's also 4. So sometimes indeed there was this trusting card emphasizing maybe this emotional landscape. Like they do want to consult the spirit. Almost like this breath card is in the same alignment with this. Like there is this kind of like a... This person is trusting God for sure. It's very important value there to sit under a tree and a little bit like a seek this kind of meditating breathwork guidance sometime. But this is really like a heart-centered person for sure. Here is very career focused emotionally somehow. Spiraling attraction. Interesting. Wow. Now all the moon cards are here, like and star cards are like in a line here. Anyway, this is now that part. Okay, let's see now still the current feelings of a person. File number 1, current feelings of a person. Okay, and then this. We got immediately this kind of meditative energy. Buddha. For test for speech. 1, is it true? 2, is it hopeful? 3, is it right time to say it? 4, will all beings benefit? So somebody is really measuring its words when they should speak and have this kind of Buddha rules when they should say something. Hiding behind mask. Self-protection, manipulation, insincere shadow, trying to impress, putting a front. So there is a little bit hiding. Then dualist, Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go and get busy, their conscience said. They understand this kind of sitting under a tree indeed can be like you have to be active. They see that. Whatever is it, like they see the other person. Then we have commitment. Twin flame union, quality time, meeting the one, renewing time together, divine marriage, oneness. Wow, we see this. And without freedom, there can be no morality, as Carl Jung has said. Whatever is that meaning. Without freedom, there can be no morality. Okay, some freedom ideas. Okay, now we see the last love between devil and the magician. I had the thingy, but now it's love between you and your person. We have this kind of couple ending. See them here. We have a little love guidance that you need to know about this love relationship. Okay, we got 2 cards. We have here 42. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. And as well, we have 17. Again, this 17 number is repeating here. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Okay, going very, very peacefully. This couple is advised to go very peacefully. Patience and rest and relaxation. Okay, so this was the pile number 1, and I was 1 hour busy. Indeed, this reading is huge. This reading is huge. We have 3 even Divine Comedy stories. Soon I'm gonna read the next one. So this one, if somebody is eager to ask question, indeed I will continue doing this pile reading. I was just wondering, when I have emptied the table, what is, do you have like a yes and no question? Because maybe I could take something like that in between, but let's see. Okay, we have here so many cards. Okay, the trusting card comes. I want to have a stone to put my cards. So certain things I want to do in 7. This goes here. And this was going to escape. Okay. Now, next pile. This can come again, so that's the beauty of doing this live, of course, is like this doors of wisdom. They can come again. Sometimes I have reading that things repeat, but of course the piles can be connected, but this can be different people and they stay individual story because the picture will change now. It's very mother related stuff going on now. Everything in balance. What is with these feeling cards? There's have to be now better. Here. This. Okay. Here we have this mother thing. I'm gonna read it. So yes, I'm gonna continue with the pile number 2 because otherwise these readings are very long. I have to do in the end. So we have pile number 2 and Divine Comedy Paradise 23. So this is your image.
The love of a mother. Canto 23 begins with a mother bird feeding her young. Yes, I've drawn this here. Beatrice gazes toward the stars and Dante gazes at her bright face and happy eyes. Then Dante looks into the stars too and sees one overpoweringly bright glow which Beatrice says is Christ himself. We are now in the 8th heaven, the fixed stars, so we move from the Saturn in this chapter to the fixed stars. The 7 lowest spheres of heaven deal solely with the cardinal virtues of prudence, fortitude, justice, and temperance. The fixed stars contain those who achieved the theological virtues of faith, hope, and love, and represent the Church triumphant, the total perfection of humanity, cleansed of all the sins and carrying all the virtues of heaven. The Virgin Mary is here as well, light of Angel Gabriel. Dante transcribes the very song sung by the Angel Gabriel to the Virgin Mary. Dante looks again to Beatrice's smile and describes it as a paradise unto itself, which defies description. It's like this mother's smile. I was really drawing this long time, this smile, because I just wanted to have this kind of innocent smile. They both are kind of smiling, not so much open mouth, but like I thought, like it's like a tender moment. Maybe this is in your relationship, you are feeling this kind of unconditional love. Maybe you're a child, or there's something to do with children. Okay, so yes, the cards we have to put on the table. We have a heart chakra. And this is, of course, don't be actor or actress, but true lover, very beautiful energy. And we have as a devil card, 7 of Pentacles, which is actually, what was the name? Saturn in, what was that? My head started to be empty. I did all this Saturn placement, but this is one. Anyway, kind of Saturn card teaching you how kind of like you have to see how you cultivate things in time. It takes time to have a harvest. Here, French legionaries, this military guy, who knows what that means. But you have to be patient in the sense of cultivating something to get the harvest. This is showing now the devil of this pile. Whatever it means, it's here. What was the Saturn placement? Saturn in, was it Taurus? What was it? I just sometimes have a head empty. Anyway, now let's see the Isa. There is something of this rune. So this is for your shifting the devil to magician reading. This water energy element. Clarity, stasis, challenges, introspection, observing, patience, and waiting. Animal is a polar bear. Tarot is connected to Hermit. Astrology, Sun in Cancer, Moon in 10th house, Saturn and Virgo. Isa means ice and stands for the spiritual standstill. Ice is associated with the season of winter. The snowy landscape brings a silence over the land. It's time to go inward into oneself like a hermit. The power of ice is directed to the concentration, clear thoughts, and calmness. Yes, very simple. Not to be hot-headed, being this kind of steady guy. Let's see now this. Did we start with the last ring? We looked at masculine and feminine. So masculine is Embrace 21. Actually, totally Saturn card, because this is talking about kind of like your like what is your life journey's culmination, but this is amazing thing that somebody feels like the whole world is on your feet. And what is here? Feminine spider, 28 patterns. Interesting, like the man is having this kind of heart here of the earth, and it's like kind of really like a showing itself actually like a sun to the earth. Very, very grandiose actually. And the woman is like, okay, I'm a spider too, I have my web, I have, there's sun too here, like interesting, there's a little interesting polarity here. Female spider. Okay, this we see later, but we have a heart here, heartstrings. Heart is showing here in the earth also. Let's see. So yes, I think I started doing this devil immediately. Okay, so we are now looking this. There is my cards to help me to see this. Shift to magician. So we start with the devil. We have the special Finnish deck, of course, here. It can be long cards even, but I'm not like a, and on bottom of the deck is this devil's moose. We are talking about now the devil. What is it? So what is your temptation, addiction, materialism, and the shadow side of your nature? Now we see this one. And what is the magician? If we're shifting that devil, that was the shadow. Now we look the light. What is your new beginning, creativity, and personal power? And power comes from within. It's shown here. Okay. Somehow we have war stories. This is related to again fighting. How the iron went bad because it was made in the smith's workshops and it was given the wrong kind of water, like a crappy water. It was supposed to get honey coating, and then it got this kind of killer bee came to bring a wrong water and it got mad and it started to be making wars. So what is here now? All this world situation and the French legionnaire and the person grandiose, like some kind of emperor here. And the spider. What is this? Shadow, like the devil is some kind of person wanting to fight. Even this card is 2 of Wands. This is actually travel plans. Is again the classic tarot. I have to show it. There's also a world ball. Devil, you want to dominate the world. It's like choice we make us. Is some world dictator looking this reading now? What is going on? What are these grandiose plans? Somebody want to conquer the whole world with a heart. It's a noble thing. Is not a bad emperor here. Wait. Why I cannot find that one card? I want to show you this. Okay, let's see this. I want to have a reference point. Okay, Hermit was also mentioned. That Isa. The eyes is visible here. Where are you, my traveler? Devil traveler. It is kind of like a card to go out of your comfort zone, that you should go out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's hard. Here. We got here the devil card in tarot. We got this. But this is a story of how iron start to fight and kill humans. So it's a little bit bad stuff here. Even we already know the devil is this military guy. So bad omens. But anyway, mother love, unconditional love. It's even in this pile, the solution and the heart chakra opening. It's totally the solution here. This is the devil. Okay. While this was the hermit. That's why I showed it. Then
Let's see the magician. What we are having here? We are talking about shifting the devil warmongering person, or like whatever, conquering the whole world. Still, the magician stays to be devil. You cannot change this devil to anything else. It stays devil. It cannot be changed, looks like. It stays to be a passionate, career-driven person. Like that is just, you wash this devil somewhere, it stays. It's still back. It's still having passionate goals. So interesting. Like devil cannot be changed. We are trying to shift it. This reading is saying, okay, there's a little bit danger of getting like a fighting. This is also card of travel plans, but then magician is actually being devil. So you have to understand this is a huge attraction powers. Being this kind of influencer or whatever is this this personal ambitious essence of yours. It is you, and that's it. It's not to be changed. It's not to be even judged. Accept your devil, and that's your magic. World needs devils, but okay, let's hope something good is happening in this world. Okay, let's start to see the doors of wisdom. We are opening them with this. Opening them with the devil. What is coming? Let heart chakra give us a positive power. Now we see this initiation is first door. But you have to go by number 2, true. And magician works always at 4. This is initiation. Then we have the door of fortune. This is the resistance. And now we have the destination for you. What is your destination? Is your destination? Thank you. Spirit. We see initiation. Wow, winter. Winter was already here. Winter is coming. Ice. Initiation with cold. First step to take must be done before everything else, even if you would rather avoid it. This card may remind you of a personal situation, memory, or dream. Taking it this kind of like a winter style, resting. Okay, I can understand. You should definitely rest your sword. This is a hot energy, being this kind of fire starter. So taking it calmly is way to go. Okay. Let's see the next. Door of fortune. Okay, you got the gold here. So in this pile, the gold is the second step. This is the door you will be led then. Here you will find a new fortune, interest, or boon. I was reading this. This was feel like the gold is within yourself. So again, very Saturn in Capricorn might be focusing on the material world outside. You might have to start seeing the gold is inside of you. That's door of fortune, going inside to see the gold inside of you. This iron was found in the swamp. It was also hidden in a swamp when the smith found it. So there's this kind of hidden devil things are a little bit hidden, like you're openly devil. Here you're like hiding this devil nature, but here you're openly devil. Maybe you have to be in full attraction mode, like that's what is needed here. Leaders also like embrace all you are, all parts of yourself. We're gonna read this. This is maybe really this. You need to be this kind of powerful person. But with this kind of calm winter energy, you end up to this kind of golden path, and then you have resistance, and that is okay. Same parts are repeating, so we get the conjunction here. your pile, you are resistant to this kind of love. Unfortunately, maybe that is the work to do here. You have to open your heart. You are resistant. This is totally the love power. But you are now resistant to that. That tells me indeed you are focused so much to your career. You are focused so much to this outside gold and measuring things outside as a devil. While this heart chakra is whole key point of this reading. Like you should open the heart. That is your resistance. But you have to go through this. This is a new depth that will challenge your ego and your willingness to continue. This is the ultimate why you may hesitate to take the step that card records. Okay. And then we have the destination is sun splendor. Wow. So this pile is also getting to this sun eventually. While the other pile number 1 was having totally solar power already there, but this one is heading there. Sun splendor. It's a little bit interesting. From the cold to the hot. You have this kind of... The splendor comes through your heart door. You have to open that and then it comes. Okay. Otherwise things are icy. When the heart is blocked, heart is closed, things are icy. Indeed. Okay. In this case, I'm gonna be reading other piles so much that this one card we read now. I don't have to do always all cards. I think this is enough to see the destination. I'm telling this is really the love. In the pile number 1, I read this card, and it is really like love consciousness. It might be something to work on, not to be actor or actress, but be the true lover. It's really here. For the military guy like this can be hard. This kind of just feeling and healing the feelings. This could be a military career, somebody even on it. Like because this is a career. Let me see what is this. 52, where is it? No. 53. Okay, already long time busy. Oh my god, put the some lamp off. Oi. Lamp went off. Sun splendor, this is your destination. Generosity, health and abundance. Revel in the glory of splendor solis. There are several cards in the alchemy deck that relate to the sun, yet this card specifically depicts the long-term effect of its radiance. Think abundance, fulfillment and altruism. Envision celebration and collaboration, but is it possible? In our complex world, the sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. When splendor solis arrives in the laboratory, the alchemist realizes that kindness and generosity are the secret ingredients. All other parts fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, we become more like the sun itself, radiant light and expecting nothing in return. Don't know where to start? Thank someone. Then thank another person. Soon the alchemist finds they are not alone in their laboratory and miracles arrive both small and large. There is even go deeper look at the painting The Sun by Edvard Munch, 1909, and to ponder divine masculine. So I mean, this is very masculine pile with all these cards, very masculine indeed. All these swords on the table, all this gold on the table. Somebody's career on that, but you have to start to be generous towards others. That's the destination. But it goes through this resistance of heart. Maybe I do read that card because you start to ponder like, okay, this is my difficult and why doesn't she read it? I'm gonna read this to you. This is your challenge. Love, divine union and infinity. Conjuncture is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Unlike coagulation, Konungsho represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing konungsho is one of the blessings of the human experience. Whether the bond is with human, nature, or divinity, recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. Yes. This might be the challenge on your path, is really opening the heart chakra, but we are getting those creation cards. Now I'm gonna show the emotional landscape operating here, what is happening here with the spider and this top of the world person. Is going on. We have here tender. I think this talks about this initiation is really to be tender with yourself. This kind of rest energy, like rest until you have like a whatever strength you need. And this was going inward also. The hermit thing was very much this. Tender with yourself. Love me tender, love me true. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. There you're going. But you have to go through this Elvis moment here before you arrive to this amazing whatever sunshine. Heartfelt. Okay, the heartfelt is here. This is also here. Nice. I have plans for us. This have actually dropped once in the candle, this whole thing, but somebody has plans for this. Hard worker and success. Okay, there is really this hard-working energy. Somebody is seeing things as a work. You need to do your work. Like the spider needs to do the net. The person needs to dominate a little bit. They both have a little bit like this whole web. Okay, what do we read next? We have to do these cards, of course. Maybe I read them. We're gonna get to know these people more. That is the underneath the devil is this embrace. Let's see. Very powerful card. Showing the masculine energy in this union. Achieve, welcome, appreciate, dreams, wholeness, contentment. When it comes to love, the universe is smiling upon you at this time. Energies are moving and shifting, coming together to give you exactly what you need and want. Your efforts to clarify your heart's desires to be present in current relationships and to actively manifest new relationships are now bearing fruit. In this moment, you are in position to achieve all that you have dreamed of regarding matters of the heart. Your dreams are ready to manifest. Allow all the pieces to gently fall into place. Don't resist, just embrace. Wow, this is kind of pieces coming together also. Like, don't resist this kind of flow. Your own personal energies are combining to bring you to a new level of being whole and perfect. This will allow your relationships to fall into place beautifully as well. To support this process of integration, work with the concept of having an open and grateful heart. Okay, there we go, the lesson of the heart. You really have to open that heart. Open world, open heart. Express appreciation for the many blessings in your life. As you go through your day, be aware of the grace that surrounds you. Grace shows itself in ways both large and small. The larger manifestations of grace may be your family, your health, and your home. However, there are many smaller manifestations of grace that can also be acknowledged. Appreciate the warm sun on your face, the cool breeze blowing through your hair, the lovely flower growing from a crack in a stone wall. By being grateful, you surround yourself with contentment, and through the law of attraction, you will welcome more of the same, including more fulfilling relationships. Affirmation. Hey, looks like I had put the charger wrong side into the plug, so you have to see me on my birthday. There is Kölveikko podcast. I'm ready for change, say Jessica Shine, I love it. Oh, I didn't see this comment. Wow, I didn't see this comment. But now I'm here, I'm gonna switch soon to this reading again. And we continue, we are having here pile number 2 reading, shifting the devil to the magician. But looks like the devil on this reading is the fact that even my charger was wrongly. The iron got mad. It's like now my phone got mad, something went wrong. So who knows? Just pay attention that maybe your devil, it's like if there is injustice in your life, you will get like a mad, because in this story, I didn't read this, but the story is the iron get mad because it get the wrong coating when it's made in the Smith's workshop. It get not honey water, but it get this kind of crappy water, and then it get mad and the war breaks. And while you have the advice to be really the devil, this kind of, it looks like a Smith. This is a devil card, yes. It's very much pointing to your career, like be ambitious with your career, but it's like don't expect somebody else to work it for you. Do it yourself. It's almost like now I see you and I saw this card on the table. This is really like a be independent maker. Don't always blame like somebody. It's somebody's fault. Let's switch now to this other view and welcome back. Hopefully this phone continues to charge. Anyways, my birthday, I'm here. Let's continue. This is now, oh my god, how can I put this? Okay. So we are continuing and hopefully this phone handles this. It's a long time already busy. So yeah, I didn't saw Jessica was here, but here we have, at least a while ago there was her here. Anyway, let's continue. This is now, I was just reading you this Embrace message. This was the masculine energy. Maybe the last part was to read the affirmation. This is the polarity in this relationship, is to have this very like a world dominator, emperor kind of guy. I acknowledge my many blessings and I'm open to receiving my heart's desires. And now we see the divine feminine here, which is a spider. Spider energy. So this is solar chakra as a vibration. Patterns, free will, self-expression. The most important significance of the spider is its association with the web of Vyrd and the dark aspect of the witch goddess as ruler of fate and death. Human fear of spiders is well documented, and this is probably why spider reveals patterns, the webs that we weave in order to survive. Do we wish our innermost designs to be revealed? So this spider, this feminine, is really like able to see patterns. Patterns in life are revealed now, so that you can consciously create what you want from this point onward. Situations that have been a little sticky for you are passing, and you no longer need to feel trapped by anyone or anything. With a new sense of freedom, you can move forward with threads that have personal meaning. These let you build designs that catch the light and view a life web that supports your real dreams. And joys of creating your own reality threads. Very creative spider here, but like indeed this person is really like able to see this kind of patterns. We showed now, saw now this kind of doors that you have to go. there was indeed this pattern that the heart has to be more open. There has to be much more giving energy going on here, Final Destination. All this kind of fights, whatever fights in your life, maybe close always the heart. So pay attention of this. Even this is a very harvest energy. Somebody diligently doing like almost like a shift of the military work, like just military doing things, but keep the heart open. It's beneficial, and it could be the resistance coming here. It's hard. If it'd be easy, everybody would be like a heart open. There is like a lessons there. There's lessons. Now, part number 2, we're still gonna verify a little bit. I wanna see this couple still in these cards, so we know. It's nice to say, Jessica, I'm ready for change. There is me also, I'm doing change in this channel. Always good to change a little bit ways you do. But I wanna see now a little bit more of this struggle. What is this resistance here? And then going forward, this devil was said to be the magician. What about that? In this couple dynamic, we want to know this person, and we want to know more about this person. Okay, this is a Wheel of Fortune. So you have to understand that this resistance is actually hiding itself a huge luck. If you are able to tap into the power of heart, this is a huge Jupiter energy, and exactly this could be telling like Jupiter is soon moving to Cancer. There is a new cycle of this kind of expansive heart-centered. Cancer is a cardinal sign. It's completely heart-centered sign. I see, yes, the resistance can come with this Jupiter in Cancer, but that is the moment to be heart-centered, and that is leading you to this all this happiness. You have to do that hard work. Yes, heart, worker, and success. To open your heart, it's worth it. Ah, yes, Jessica, I'm back. Cool, yes, me, I had an accident with this, but I was thinking when there is a devil on the table, anything can happen in reading, and of course my phone end up losing. So always, this is the magician maker. Interesting, we were gonna shift the magician to a devil to the magician, and then we shifted just this fighting iron spirit to actually a devil, like hard worker. So sometimes it's good to do this hard work. Anyway, we want to know what is this now, this devil. What is it? 5 of Wands. Yeah, chaos. So there is a lot to work with the chaos. Chaos, of course, is polar opposite of creativity. Like if you are really creative, you are always working with chaos. So this devil here has to deal with some chaotic situation, and it's part of life, of course. Here also the story was why the iron got mad and started to fight with the humans to bleed the sword, is that it got the wrong honey. it needed to have the right coating for the sword to have the honey water, and then things got messed up, and then in the smith's workshop error happened and the iron got wrong one and got mad. So this is really looking like a smith in the workshop again to me. Yes, there can be like some little error in the alchemist workshop, and it creates a little bit chaos, but that is this is part of the work. Still don't close your heart. It's still the fortune here. Okay, the masculine here, wow, King of Hearts again, like emphasizing, like if somebody's want to do a board domination, that is with compassion. Our future leaders are compassionate leaders. It's to do with the heart. Again, this is your Jupiter, your expansion fortune, to be this kind of leader with a heart. Of course, this is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But that is now set here. The leader is loving leader. Yes, beautiful. This war is done with the hearts. Rather, open the heart. Okay, the female spider here is, wow. This is amazing card to get. This is a huge seed and pentacle, ace of pentacle. person who is able to really give like new seed, like a really, of course in the spider web this would be like this is flies here, fly here, like there would be like a, the spider would have captured something, but this is interesting that it's like a seed is here, new beginning. Really, if Jessica saying like I'm ready for change, this spider queen here is willing to put new seeds down in this Saturn Aries years that is very much this career style king. But here this is a beautiful new seed here. So they are like willing to have a new beginning in something. Pentacle is a pentacle. Yeah, it talks about like 1 year. Also because pentacle is always like first year. This is yearly energy. 1 year, whatever it means. It's like a seeing at least until 1 year or something. It's a couple of different. Okay, next, current feelings of your person. Let's not forget that, pile number 2. Wow, this could be even like somebody wanna be mother. There is this kind of like a seed coming. Like more baby spiders. Okay, anyway, here. Current feelings of your person, pile number 2. I mean, I think more feminine image would be an egg. This would be like an egg that the feminine is having something valuable there. Okay, here we have again heart related thing. Divine feminine and divine masculine. Love, alchemy, the lovers, deep bliss. Wow, the lovers card like this game now. It's lovers season, Gemini season. Wow. Current feelings of a person, intellect and intuition, truth and love to express with your mind and heart. The mind is the companion wife of the king of the heart, and the world is their home to be kept bright and happy. Wow, this could totally defy this kind of thing. So in their rulership, the world is to be kept bright and happy. I never did give anybody hell. I just told the truth, and they thought it was hell. Truth. Then we have here, one word frees us from all the weight and pain in life. That word is love. Soul of glass. Wow, the heart is dancing. This is totally have this message like you have to understand opening a heart chakra is almost like a saving the humanity. Like if you are able to open the heart chakra now, this door of wisdom is showing you have to open this heart to get to this splendor. And the person even wanna be the king of the hearts. Like this is the way to go. Heart, heart, heart. How many times I have to say it? And then these were the current feelings, very loving. Now we have the love message between these people. Still very interesting third pile soon. Like this is the slowest reading ever. This is your advice. It is love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Wow. This is very Aries energy. Who you are. This is I am principle. Who you are. Remember who you are. And love who you are. Everything starts from yourself. Yeah, from the self-love start everything. So don't project this love to others. I think they are very strong within themselves, the spider and the man here, King of Hearts. They have their own world, but they are coming together. And they have the qualities that indeed is a blessing. Possibly for the whole world. Okay, so this was the pile number 2. How could we see here? A little bit darkish, but okay, hopefully we see. Okay, let's clean this up, and we have still to go this
shifting the devil to magician. Here you couldn't change the devil. The devil is always gonna be this rock star, always gonna be desire, this kind of attraction person, but it is then, surprise, surprise, having a heart, this devil. The secret power. Okay, this one goes here. Let's mix a little bit. Do you like this reading? This is always, I take a little challenges to do, and now I'm making even my own painting part of this thing. All kind of challenges I do. So this can come again. Now we have to mix well. Let's see. Alchemy cards. Magician works always 4 things, and that's why we have the 4 doors to go. It's nice to see the ace there too, because that's very magician. Magician always worked with aces, so the female had 1 ace. Same ace that was in the pile number 1, so this pile could be even connected because it was the first pile energy too. Aren't you gonna go? I think we changed this crystal, but the 3 pile, third pile, let's have a different, let's have a ladybug here. Okay, this one here, it's a little bit. And we have here third image, Orpheus and Eurydice. And whoever is liking this kind of stuff, we have the third eye chakra. It always comes, this goes away, always comes with the Hallowen deck. And we have a Laguz here, very water energy coming up, with the Royal Belgium Raw Federation. And now let's see, this is anyway the image, and I have to read, of course, the Divine Comedy story before, because this is now always a new story comes with a pile. So I made this story. Even though in the pile number 1 it was more, like I mentioned, the Orpheus story, but I thought it was meaningful even to have this. So the Divine Comedy Paradise 24, believing is not seeing. We are in the 8th heaven of the fixed stars, and now Dante will be examined on the 3 theological virtues, faith, hope, and charity. We are meeting for the examining the 3 major apostolos. Saint Peter will examine Dante on faith, Saint Janus will examine Dante on hope, and Saint John will examine Dante on charity, aka love. Paradiso 24 is devoted on the first of the theological virtues, faith. The essence of faith, wait. Yeah, the essence of, what was this first thing? Wait. This was a little messy written here. The essence of faith is the capacity to believe without proof, without evidence of logic or reasoning. Saint Peter asked Dante, what is faith? And Dante, and do you possess it? And then Dante backs his argument quoting books of the Hebrews and grounds his argument in medieval theology. According to Italian philosopher and theologian Thomas Aquinas, a soul needs to possess faith, hope, and love before it can attain heaven. There is 3 things
These three things were known to medieval Catholic theology as the theological virtues which were only made possible through the grace of God's revelation. And Dante says, for the rationalist, seeing is believing. For the person of faith, belief is possible without rational proof, without seeing. Indeed, the essence of faith is defined as evidence of things not seen, is believing without seeing. It's a little bit complicated to present, but this is kind of meaningful. In this Orpheus story, there is okay, in the pile number 1 at the Dante Divine Comedy 22, there even in the text was said like Beatrice asked Dante to look back of the journey because he's coming to the end, while Orpheus was just in the end doing the same. There was a reference that Orpheus should never look back because when he looked, he would lose the Eurydice. And he looked back in the moment he was in the light already, and then he didn't know that Eurydice was not yet in the light, and then he kind of didn't believe enough. He didn't have enough faith, or let's say he maybe have all the way he got this Eurydice out of the hell. This whole story like he's getting this woman out of the death, but then he just looks too early back, and she should have also been in the light, and then she dies because she was supposed to be also in the light. But there is like this faith, you have to keep going until, let's say, you are more even on the light, almost like. But in this case, of course, like he looks back and the past doesn't exist anymore. That's why she's dead, because originally she died anyway, and then he was like rescuing it from the death. But there is this whole thing now with this faith that I feel like this is so connected to this do you have faith enough to believe almost like impossible things, like he is bringing the bride back from the dead. While Dante went to the pilgrim, also Beatrice had died when he went to the Inferno and Purgatory, but there the story is like is always able to look Beatrice's eyes. It's not this kind of evil rules with the devil like, oh, don't look back, don't look back until that. There's devil makes always this kind of deals, let's say. He made the devil deal, and maybe that is his fault. He should never made a deal with the devil, because Dante didn't do a deal with the devil and is getting to the heaven with Beatrice. Something about that. Things can turn out well if you have faith enough. There's something about this in this part. Have faith. Anyway, like let's see now. We have a little bit hard card here. Maybe it's hard to have faith because this is Three of Swords is like a heartbreak card, and this is kind of person rowing alone. Usually you row together in a boat. Here beautifully, of course, I draw this is even an icon of this is reading. There is like a view of the sea here. They could be rowing in a boat together soon, but here is this kind of like a devil, like you will always row a boat alone. The heartbreak will continue. There is this kind of gloomy thing here. We are going to shift this to the magician, and what it looks like we will find out. This lonely rowboat rower. Let's see what happens. Laguz is also water, so we read that next. This is the rune. It's a very water energy. Primal water feelings, intuition, emotions, flow, renewal, dreams, hopes, and fears. This is also connected to water lily flower, animal, goose, and goshawk. This is connected also to eyes, bones, blood, and immune defense system. Tarot, the star, the moon, and the temperance. Astrology, moon in Cancer, sun in Pisces, moon, Neptune, and Sagittarius. Laguz is origin of all organic life in the universe. It is the rune of the sea from which all life of entire earth has come forth. This rune is subject to all matters of the sea. Like the sea, a part of life should always be in motion. this rune is connected to the power of the moon. Feminine intuition, dreaming, and life energy. It can give you a warning. Manage, what is it, like a message that you have to hear and pay more attention to your dreams and subconscious mind and intuition and dreams. But you have to interpret your dreams correctly. So you have to pay attention, possibly dream journal, because you have to make a correct interpretation. Whatever you see, you have to see it correctly, because indeed we can have all kind of filters. So these filters might you fall with that. Anyway, now the masculine energy in this pile, this relationship, divine union, is love. Okay, wow, this is totally the Gemini card. We have here the love, the lovers. Wow, amazing. And the feminine is 21 6-8 star unification, also very similar. So they are completely connected. Wow, this is very positive omen here already. Even you have this kind of heartbreak card on the table. Even there is a story of the Orpheus and Eurydice that they have this kind of impossible task to be together. These cards are positive. So you could make a beautiful story. Your love story can thrive. So this can be just a scary devil here. Water energy also always. Okay, now let's see the devil of this pile. What we are seeing here. Royal Row Federation. What they are doing, they are all together here, drawing together. Wow. We have here now, let's focus. This is now the devil. And we are shifting it to the magician. Which is this? Very simple reading. Wow, the boat again. Oh my god. Royal Belgian Row Federation, and here we are, a couple in a boat. This is of course a healing card. They are rowing, even that, okay, we get a new meaning here. He is rowing, here the mannequin is rowing for the family. He is alone, yes, but he is like a Venetian gondoler, like the family is on the boat. And there is like this kind of healing happen, calmer waters. This is, anyway, the devil is like, you didn't know this, who is on your boat somehow, like, or I don't know, like, how was it invisible here, that you are just being here from the boat? There is actually a family on the boat. You are not alone in the boat. You have the illusion of being alone in the boat, but there is whole this kind of, maybe they are your ancestors, maybe they are all the package, all the family history that is traveling with you. So you are totally not alone. There is this illusion of being alone that I see here now. Okay, what is the magician? That we are getting there. Ancestor healing stories. Wow. Whew, what a reading. This is a 13 death card. This is a magician, to be this kind of transformative person. Here, of course, on the gravestone, there is life, symbol of Egyptian. Death is a powerful Scorpio card, of course, but it's like a transformation is here. Possible to transform anything. So while this is going to the calmer waters, here is calmer waters in the sense like, okay, that is always showing like shift, because this is an ultimate like a new beginning. It's like a new beginning, new life coming through this transition. But you have to go through this kind of, who knows, there is even death related to this whole process. The death plays part, but this union is here very strong. Wow, in this one too was that she will die. She will like, because he looked too early back. Like there's this death present here. I even put these lilies, like a dead lilies here. Wow, this is my intuitive painting, of course. That is your magician. We will understand it soon with the doors of initiation. No, doors of wisdom. Let's start to see. Let's get wiser. Time is, of course, maybe now we have to bring this kind of Saturnian energy here on the table. There is only a certain amount of time. This is here also the wisdom. So let's see the door of initiation. Switch this here. Very alchemist kind of table. It makes sense of this devil now. The couple union is very positive stuff going on here, so wouldn't be worried about that, but something is moving and shifting. So we are seeing now the initiation, your fortune, your resistance, what comes up, and destination. Yes. Thank you. Put this here. Oh. What we have here, against nature, initiation. What is this against nature? We have all this kind of worms, like when somebody dies, of course there's, what are you doing against the nature? It's like some magician here working against the nature. Strange. Okay, let's read that immediately. Oh, I turned this stuff. I want to see your fortune. Copper. Your resistance. Quicksilver. Okay, we get all kind of elements here. And wow, your destination is Chiron. Very dark energy. Wow. To understand your Chiron, this is amazing thing. If you understand it, you really can work on your shadows. Chiron, whatever is currently, it could be even, there is something you should pay attention of this Chiron placement of yours. Because it can really show the suffering, like where it comes from. There are different kind of Chiron stories. I should make sometimes reading about that we could really learn this thing about Chiron placement. Currently Chiron is in Aries. Like many things are in Aries, but Aries is of course is identity. That you might feel like you are not enough as a person. But if that is your Chiron in Aries, it can be really hard to feel like you are never enough as a person. If your Chiron in Taurus, it's like you don't have enough money, or in my case in Taurus is in the 7th house. It means that I have this kind of relationship wound, that I don't have, like, possible, I indeed I'm not married, like this kind of wounding, like you feel like you are, but the Chiron tells where is your skills. Like I have become quite expert in the relationship because they went sour and south. So this become, when you are dealing with the Chiron, you're actually getting to the wisdom. These are doors of wisdom. You're actually starting to understand it so well that you can then maybe guide others. So Chiron was of course a wounded healer, could not heal himself, but would heal others. This wounded healer is here. That's your destination. Can really be a healer. With these interesting energies here. Heartbreak card as well as the devil. Maybe really the death is playing part in your story. But there is a lot of positive couple cards here. So let's start to understand. So against nature. Of course, the EI against the nature. Are we going there? Initiation with this kind of black box. Am I reading all the comments here? Yes. Is it 60? What is it? 56. Yes. This is the initiation. You have to know first door to go through. Willfulness to force or control. On some level, we all know when we are going against nature. We recognize it in a feeling of impatience and agitation that arise when trying to force certain outcomes. The Contra Naturum card arrives to remind the alchemists they cannot control the uncontrollable. Nature has its way, enveloping us in a wild narrative that we can collaborate in but not dictate. No matter our efforts to manage every aspect of our lives, the mess ensues. Spring is soggy, the lotus requires mud, people do what they do. This card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store for you. Embrace the nature. Don't go against the nature. Okay, the next thing was your fortune. Let's remind again what that meant. It was door of fortune. This is the door you will then be let into. Here you will find a new fortune, interest, or boon. That's a copper. Whatever that means. Fertility, the warmth, and Venus. Wow. Very Mother Nature stuff. Like there is happening love, kind of like sexual healing here. It's like in ancient times, on an island called Cyprus, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet Venus and the forces of love, pleasure, and fertility. Such is the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystic, even a sense of awe. The copper card marks the arrival of Eros into the laboratory. Wow, we are having a complete loving card here with the relationship. It is likely the alchemist has been hard at work for too long, prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasure. Get ready for a shift of priorities, for an awakening of the heart and the life-generating centers of the body. In the true alchemical experiment, nothing is excluded or separate from the work. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. Wow. That's the fortune too. The Mother Nature is calling you and you have to answer the call. Like very simple to say this, but looks like you should not go this kind of intuitive calling. Okay. Okay, and there is interesting information. Chocolate contains copper. So everybody who likes chocolate, now you can indeed initiate more Aphrodite qualities eating chocolate. In esoteric wisdom traditions, Venus and copper are associated with the kidneys. A letting go is likely required in order to embrace Eros with open arms. Yes. So now we got the resistant card, which is Quicksilver. So this, whatever it is, the issue here, you should understand this card. Where can I see? 22? No. I cannot read well. This is 4. 24. Yes. This can be the stop in your journey. Is Argentum vivum Quicksilver, slippery mobile mercury, part liquid and part metal. Quicksilver, also known as mercury. The communication could be tangled. What is that? Is a mesmerizing material. Its gift is to slip between worlds. It cannot be pinned down or easily defined. Very Mercury is very magician energy, because it's totally the magician card is connected to Mercury. Here we have, and this your resistance to use that kind of communication. Very like a fast-moving Gemini style. Mercury came to symbolize the god Hermes and the great hermetic secrets of alchemy, always sliding away into secrecy just beyond the alchemist's grasps. It is said Mercury represents the transition between the physical and the unseen worlds, between life and death. Again, we have that theme here. Between science and esoteric. It is the metal of sacred thresholds. Shamanic practitioners of every tradition must acquire the ability to stand at the doorway between the walls. And here we have this whole image is about that. We are, of course, having the wisdom doors, but this sentence, shamanic practitioners of every tradition must acquire the ability to stand at the doorway between walls. This is no small feat. The Mercury card indicates the querent has a particular gift for such a task. This is the work of the shaman, teacher, sage, artist, and alchemist. Heed the call of Quicksilver. The sacred threshold requires your attendance. Wow, you are kind of like on the opening the doorway, and that is the resistance, like to pass through this is like, do I go or do I not? Like, this is interesting, like a moment of being on this kind of like a place, having both. Very shamanic indeed. This is also kind of like a this kind of connection here. Wow. Anyway, this is your resistance. You have to understand this kind of not going through somewhere, hanging on the doorways, like, oh my god, let me be here still. It's so scary, this sea over there. It's so scary, we're gonna row the boat, oh my god. Do I really have to swim? It's like, there's something about this, like there's a resistance to go to this beautiful place that is actually amazing. Then we have the Chiron waiting here. Maybe that's the scary part. You have to really acknowledge this kind of shadow. Wounded healer. Wounded healer. Healers are usually wounded, so don't be afraid of the wounded healer. We all are wounded some ways. Different parts of our lives. Where is this card? I cannot see these numbers right. This is 103, yes. Okay. This is your destination, pile number 3, Chiron. Wounds, teachings, paradoxes. Chiron is a cosmic enigma. In Greek mythology, this was also a Greek story, this whole thing. He is said to be the rejected son of Saturn, who taught the pain of abandonment, becomes a great teacher. Who through the pain. I'm gonna read it again. I didn't read it. Chiron is a cosmic enigma. In Greek mythology, he is said to be the rejected son of Saturn, who through the pain of abandonment becomes a great teacher and healer. Such is the paradoxical nature of this minor planet. It demonstrates that our pain is a great resource. It will guide us to our deepest purpose if we are able to observe it slowly, gently, and with support. I think this with support is very important. Going anything shadow, I'm here with you doing these shadow readings because I believe it's so hard to do alone, even for myself. So support, when you are dealing with this kind of hard subject, you need support. You cannot do it alone. Whatever is that support, there are different ways, but I'm saying doing this kind of shadow healing, it can really be hard. When the Chiron card appears, know that you are being called to deepen the work, to delve into tender parts of yourself that require patience and forgiveness. Victim mentality will get you nowhere. You are past blaming. It's time to let your painful experiences serve as a beacon of light to others. Chiron reminds us of where we've been and where that allows us to go. And indeed, you should go deeper to read the myth of Chiron. It's like a wounded healer is this centaur. And to ponder the story of your scar. How do you wear scarred? What is your scar? Because every creative person has it. Depersonalize your pain by thinking of a person you love and admire. Contemplate their story. How have they wound served their deeper purpose? And Chiron is a symbol of betwixt and between, half man, half horse, neither a planet nor a star, both wounded and healed. In what ways are you paradoxical? Is this part of your strength? Okay, now I start to see this card even in the different way. Of course, this is the boat rider who takes the dead people to the other side. And here we have then the death. You becoming a magician is really not being afraid of this dark stuff. Whatever is the wound, you lost a person, you got wounded, something tragic happened, also heartbreak. These are all here to open your heart. The heart chakra opens often with the pain. Sad, true, but true. And then you have here, of course, higher energy. You have a third eye, so it's like to become completely awakened about those emotions and what lessons there are. And you are becoming kind of master of this kind of transformation. Oh, this boat rider is also connected to this death passage. It's really transformation here. Okay, now we read the couple dynamic. So let's start to understand this. Relationship-wise, it's love. It's a lover's card, very Gemini card. Beautiful to have this. These two here. Relate, choose, harmonize, romance, creativity, reconciliation. Take some time to examine your relationship with others as well as yourself. Are you coming from a place of love? It's important to empathize, remain non-judgmental, and love people for who they are. The same applies to your relationship with yourself. There's an opportunity now to bring your being into a harmonious whole. Forgive your faults and rejoice in your perfect uniqueness. It may also be time to examine the choices you make regarding matters of the heart. Are you choosing to have people in your life who support and empower you? Surround yourself only with those who encourage and sustain you and who push or guide you to be all that you truly can be. This will help you value yourself and raise your vibration to that of unconditional love. There may also be an opportunity for a new romance, for improving an existing romance, or for healing a disharmonious relationship. Seize this energy and take action. If you are looking for a new romance, make yourself available and be open. See it and feel it in your life right now. This will raise your vibration and attract that new love to you. If you are looking to improve an existing romance, then maybe it's time to be creative. A weekend getaway, a romantic dinner, or simply telling the person how much you love and appreciate them. To heal a disharmonious relationship, open a dialogue. Let the person know that you value the relationship and want to improve it. Affirmation. I honor myself as well as others by acting from a place of love. Lovers. Oh, this is going to masculine. The feminine has as well such a beautiful polarity, which is really even the Saturn number, like a completing of the cycle, unification. Wow. So this is the feminine energy here. Is the vibrating heart, unification, union, and balance, also known as the Star of David. The six-rayed star is a very ancient symbol that has been used by magical practitioners for thousands of years. Yet this is amazing symbol. It symbolizes, because this is in the heart chakra, of course, it symbolizes the union of masculine and feminine forces at the place where the two can organically meet the heart. It is also the Sanskrit symbol for the heart, anahata, indicating that love really is the key to life on earth. When you draw the six-rayed star, you are being called to remember the importance of harmony and balance. Currently highlighted is how you relate to the world, and you're being asked to find that point of unification where your heart is truly open. Alchemy is possible now, a blending of masculine and feminine to create something completely fresh and new. Relationships are highlighted on all levels, whether alone or with a partner. Something is being called to your attention, or shortly will be. Meditate upon this symbol to find inner harmonies, which will reveal what is that you can bring to or learn from present circumstances. And your heart holds the answer. Wow. Beautiful. Like feminine is called to be completely this heart energy. Well, the both are. This is also love. They are both. But it is story of the wounded healer here. Interesting. And the heartbreak card here. This is like a challenging. Maybe they both had a heartbreak stories. Whatever is the stories, you can write in the comment if you want to share. Now we see the emotional landscape. They are very death-related cards. Transformation is happening here. Emotional landscape. Just this three. Obsessed, okay. We have here nostalgic. Okay, that is underneath this heartbreak. Maybe sometimes past can be indeed nostalgic. And then blooming, okay, that's here. Okay. Okay. Then before we see more, I'm gonna verify something. This was showing your magician to be this kind of Scorpio card, like a very transformative person. I'm gonna know this magician a little bit more, and what would be this shadow side of your nature that was this healing thing. See immediately. This is like a 10 way. Okay, nine of pentacle. Okay, so this is like a single energy here. The death, but very abundant one person. Interesting that this is like a cultivating the pumpkins here. But anyway, this is like a somebody's feel doing much alone. Okay, here, Two of Sword, which is sword energy as well, verifying this devil energy, is like a choice you make blindfolded. You should indeed turn into your heart to make any kind of choice. Maybe this indecisive is the devil. Well, here you are really cultivating, you know what is yours, you know who you are. This kind of like a becoming much more like a confident person. Like you know even this darkness. Here you are like a, where should we go with this boat? These choices are much more like making you busy. Like you're indecisive. Here you are like much more like a almost 10 of Pentacles is a legacy. Like it's really like a strong card as well. So being magician is meaning that you are like confident this way, that you are making your abundance, confidence. Okay. What's current feelings of a person? Okay. If somebody's still hanging out here, soon I'm gonna take after this reading some personal questions. Still, I'm really doing long reading. But current feelings of your person. Okay, one more. We have here Union of the Hearts. Okay, there was this totally here, and again, semi kind of message. Intimacy, sacred bliss, oneness, portal, infinity, warmth, twin flame, feeling of safety, soul. What is it? Soul family. Crying by Aerosmith. Now the word out on the street is the devil's in your kiss. If our love goes up in flames, it's a fire I can't resist. Wow, very passionate feelings. Amorous, light and form fuzzy feelings, romantic, in love, happy and alive. Chivalrous action to give, for example, a rose. Then never-ending story, Limal, turn around. Look at what you see in her face, the mirror of your dreams. Make believe I'm everywhere, hidden in the lines, written on the pages, is the answer to a never-ending story. Wow, amazing. Immortal stories here. Okay, there's one more. Okay, here. It's going to happen because I'm going to make it happen. Okay, so somebody's very determined. Like, this is a doer person. This is completely making the pentacles grow. It's like a 9 of pentacles is like this. The years, like a 9 years. Like this, a person is like, yes, not giving up. It's very, very like that's the magician energy now. Like cultivating things, willing to transform even in the process. It's not it's fixed in the stone, not fixed on the gravestone. You can do a lot. Okay. So let's see, love message still for this couple. This one. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So sweet. Cool. This is number 48. So, should I end this part of the reading and give a little moment for person to wake up here, like if you were in the trance to listen to my voice? It's like soon after this reading you can ask a question. So I'm gonna read still for point number 3, a little advice of love. Demonstrate love. So find out what is important to those you love and act on it. People often give clues about what is important to them. You can show your affection for someone by listening when they have a lot to say, going for a walk with them, helping with chores, or planning a vacation together. Paying attention to what others are telling you can help you understand how to love them better. Create time for someone in your life, no matter what you have in your schedule. Make finding moments for those you love a priority. Those who love you understand you are busy, so when you change your day for someone, it does not go unnoticed. There are so many ways to show someone you are thinking of them. Send flowers, an email, text, or make a phone call. Preparing a favorite meal for someone or running an errand to alleviate stress are simple ways of showing you love. An angel adorned with flowers has scenes of kindness and love depicted in her wings. This is a gentle reminder of the ways you can show love to those around you. The angel has a hibiscus flower in her hair. It is time for a clear demonstration of happiness and delight. Sometimes you need to do a little bit more to express love to those around you. Such a loving message here too. Understand that this destination is the wounded healer. Like we all have wounds, but it should not stop us being ourselves and being even in these loving relationships. Like you can, connection is really healing. It's showing definitely here in this couple dynamic. So that's about that. I think, okay, maybe. I'm still not having any question here. I'm gonna show this couple dynamics still with these cards. So let's show the masculine one more time and the feminine here in this reading. Wow, this is a romantic poet masculine. This is a person who is like wanting to come fast to give a love message. It's like Knight of Cups. Very loving. And here, we have this beautiful family values hierophant. Marriage and traditional values. There is with the kids sitting there doing things together. Wow, this is hierophant is really like a Taurus card, like a very, very stable traditional values. This is a romantic lover here. Okay. Then you know, maybe these are the signs. This could be a water sign. This could be a earth sign. Here we have also water rowboat person. Maybe this knight is coming with a boat. So anyway, okay, so I don't see no question. I'm gonna start cleaning. I still give you a little moment that somebody from the audience, if there is still somebody, there is somebody watching, could ask a live question. I always give this option. Not everybody takes it, and this kind of readings done like this are ending in the 22nd of June. So I encourage you to take a chance to ask. If you want to be getting help from the spirit, because I'm trying to keep that doorway. I'm not afraid of darkness or death. Past spirit guides who might help you if you just ask. Sometimes they do want to come for us to guide us because they're like, okay, please ask help. Because they cannot help us if we don't ask. This is the rule. You have a free choice to ask help. If you don't, then you don't. If you do, you have a chance to get help. Very simple. So we have here crystal back full. Somebody who wanna be having a reading. So is anybody want to ask a question? If not, I wish everybody, every Gemini also, happy birthday. Maybe, what could I say to the Gemini collective? I'm Gemini too. I was having my birthday today. It would be nice to give a little Gemini reading. I didn't do a predictive reading for Gemini. This was an unfortunate situation. This would be a thing. If nobody's asking, I'm gonna give like a little June 1st Gemini prediction with these cards. So let's have a little Gemini prediction. It is with the sacral chakra, the feminine and the masculine coming together, being emperor and empress, not to fall to be martyr or people pleaser. And then let's see what is another thing you could pay attention. Gemini, this is a little reading for your June. Because I have usually made this kind of reading, and now I skip this kind of predictive monthly readings. So let's give another little prediction for Gemini. What's up? What's up, Gemini collective? And what would be still a card? I think we are gonna do the Gemini reading with this one more castor and pollux, because this is the Greek myth for Gemini sign. And let's see. Sometimes things get a little bit messy here, but okay. This was this card. Okay. Let's have a classic tarot. And we have not opened anything yet. Wait. Do I have the deck here? Yes. We are also gonna take this. Oh my god, these are really on the edge. Erotic fantasy tarot because of your crystal. So these both decks, for some reason I need to have them both. Intuitively took this. Let's figure it out what we're gonna do. Let's open first. This is your energy. So we have here Gemini energy is 5. Is this kind of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They are back to back. What's happening next? Something is cooking here. This is now your energy for June, for the season. And then we have also a boat, which is 3. And what else is figuring here? whatever are these symbols, somebody might know. It's meant to be cards that we interpret. So relationship is really something in your mind, because really the boat is also a symbol of relationship or travels. So there is this kind of cards now for June. Okay. Then let's have like a little prediction for June, Gemini Collective. With this deck, we're gonna take your opportunity. You are not aware and you're aware. Okay, let's have this Moon and Sun card. Like feminine, masculine. So Gemini, what you're aware of the opportunity of the month of June. What you're not aware. Okay, this is upside down, this deck. Oi, I'm not aware. Wow. Very, very Pisces energy here. Or like a water energy. There is 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and then there is a King of Cups, King of Hearts, King of Cups. So this is a very both card of water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this is amazing. For June, very relationship happiness. Then you're not aware. Wow. So the Queen of Cups is here in your shadow. So there is this. Is this like a triangle? Is there another woman here? What is this woman getting married here, and here is the actually queen? What is this? It's like we have this couple here, but now we have like 2 women and a man. What I'm seeing. It's like Gemini. Let's read the stories. For your June, Emperor and Empress are clearly here, Sun and the Moon, but then we have this. Of course, this could be just projection of this king as well. But you're aware. I mean, this was supposed to show we are aware and you're not aware. Anyway, something you are not aware of, this loving queen here. Cups. Let's read the stories. This is now free reading for Gemini Collective about your June. This was first about your June that you should be aware. Listen to your dreams. Strength in beauty. The pleasure inherent in achieving a desire. Give life to your fantasies and find new strength there. Then we have a King of Cups. They were coming together. Lucidity and benevolence. A king at the service of his subjects. Indulge and protect as part of sex. Help the ones you love. Be a guide without imposing a course or action. Okay. This is cup energy, yes. We have a Queen of Cups here that you're not aware for June, that this Queen energy is, of course, nurturing energy. This is a master of emotions. And here is, actually, this nurturing is here. One shadow, observation and contact with the world. The Lackland Queen. Pay attention to the wishes of others and the diversity of desires and passions. Take care of yourself through the exchange of views with others. Okay, you need to be willing to have feedback. Something like that. You grow with the feedback. Okay. Very water energy everywhere here, because this is the boat also. Wow. This is totally like between them. This is like a nice emotional world. So, I had still, for some reason, I have to use this deck. So for Gemini, let me show the challenge of the month of June. What is your challenge? Queen of Cups is still the challenge. Wow. So you have here the shadow that you're not aware. And it's challenging you to understand this kind of emotional maturity, that how important it is to get the feedback, to understand the people, like connection with you. Like you have this queen. Of course, this can be a water queen, a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer even. But this is your challenge. This queen. Same line, same card. You really have to pay attention to maybe your own like emotional needs. If you are female here, you have to be really tending to what you want, what you nurture yourself. Also, of course, you can listen to feedback for others, but you have to listen feedback also. How do you feel? Tap into those. And of course, beautiful thing that actually this card is connected to star sign Gemini and Cancer. So it is nice that this comes with the Gemini reading. It's kind of heartfelt queen. Emotional. Maybe this is playing something now in June. Really, this Jupiter in Cancer is really playing something, because it's moving from Gemini to Cancer. Something is there, I think. Okay. What else we gonna see? This is for Gemini. Let's give you what we give you. If you need to challenge with your heart. Sometimes I'm really thinking like I need to understand. Yes, I need to give this kind of card. Yes. Yes. We are using this kind of heart psychic card to give you advice for the June still. This is your birthday season. Happy birthday, every Gemini. This was now for you. Very loving cards, but you have to understand the Queen's needs, what the Queen is needing. Nurture. Okay, the nurture is really here. It's already here. The Queen needs the nurture, and the nurture is here as an Empress. So the feminine energy is the key power now in June. Understand the divine feminine. It's really highlighting that. It's all about that. Queen of the all queens. Understand the feminine energy. Empress. So this is for June, for Gemini. Cherish, nourish, blossom, abundance, nature, creativity. The nurture card reminds you to tend the garden. Relationships must be nourished in order to thrive. Count the abundant blessings of the relationship you have. Find ways to let other people know that you care for them and appreciate them. Good relationships can be taken to new levels of happiness, and faltering relationships can be received with loving care and attention. Yes, Gemini, this main lover's card is really about the choice and the relationship. So this is now coming to you strong in your own birthday season, how you nurture your relationships. Equally be sure to tend to your relationship with yourself. Indeed, this was the message here too. Nurture your soul by giving yourself the grace to be who you really are and love yourself for it. Take a few moments every day to connect with the divine. Pull a card from this deck, meditate for 5 minutes, or simply have an attitude of gratitude. Nurture your mind by engaging in activities that stimulate and engage. Use your creativity in some way every day. Everyone has the ability to be creative, whether you paint, write, cook, sew, sing, dance, and live. Wow, the live was even mentioned here, like live your life, really, like a live. That's even creative. Living. Take care of your body by maintaining your good health or by making it healthy. Relax in a bubble bath, enjoy a cup of tea, or take a long walk. Connecting with nature will soothe and nourish all aspects of yourself. Remember that nurturing yourself also raises your vibration and sends a signal of love into the universe. If you decided that signal will be a beacon that will bring a new and loving relationship to you. Affirmation: I shower all my relationship with loving attention and watch them blossom. Wow. Similar message all over. So I'm happy to be Gemini. Any shout out to any other Gemini here? This is a positive, loving reading of relationship, like how you nurture all kind of relationship, but especially to yourself even. Now is your birthday, so do it. Do it. Okay, so let's finish this reading. It's almost 3 hours busy. This was a big reading to make. This we were talking about here, how you turn your devil to magician. And then this was a Gemini reading now in the end. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you anybody being here. I will continue doing this kind of 3 chapter readings until the midsummer, 22nd of June. So see you next Sunday. Bye.